Hello, and welcome to the Intruder Indiegogo fundraiser page. For those of you that have been following along with the film's progress so far, I just want to say a personal thank you for being here and following through this journey. And for those of you that are just finding out about this film or have come across this Indiegogo fundraiser page, hello, my name is Abbs Stoiber. My pronouns are they, them, theirs, and I am the creator, director, and writer of the short film Intruder. So what is Intruder? What is this film's story? It follows the story of Blake, who is a early 20s non-binary student in their third year in their undergraduate program. And this film takes the lenses of a young adult film, but also a psychological thriller. It's a young adult film in the sense that follows the story of this young individual who is trying to figure out their place in the world and understanding themselves and finding ways of healing and growing and becoming their own person within their mind and the way that they perceive themselves. How this comes through as a psychological thriller is that a main theme of this film is mental health and specifically mental illness and how that can affect individuals and really affect them in their personal lives and how to overcome that. And so for Blake, it's a lot of learning how to heal and grow despite the mental illnesses that they deal with on a daily basis. And so for them, they deal with general anxiety, intrusive thoughts, overthinking, and how this all manifests in their mind is this massive shadowy figure that also is a personification of this and affects the way that they see their reality. So it begins taking more control as the film goes on of what is actually happening in my life and the way that I'm perceiving this versus what is happening in my mind and what is all of these symptoms and intrusive thoughts, what are these manifesting in my brain? And am I able to tell the difference? And how can I push those aside to still be my own person and to live the life that I want to live? This film is also very heavily influenced in a queer lens. Being non-binary myself and having most of my creative team also within the LGBT community as well, I wanted to be able to tell a story that is through a queer lens and centers around queer individuals, but is not necessarily about the experience of being solely a queer identifying person, which are the kinds of stories that I personally want to incorporate telling in my own art and work, but also are stories that I think need to be told more in the film industry and within the art community and performance community as a whole. So a quote that has stuck with me throughout the entire process, from first coming up with it to writing, to producing it, and to post-production, and to now, is comforting the disturbed and disturbing the comfortable. Mental illness can take up so much of an individual's life and mindset that sometimes we can feel alone. For me, this film stemmed from a personal place of dealing with my own struggles and my mental health. And I hope that this film reaches out to the people that it needs to and saying, you are not alone in this, that you are here, your feelings are valid, what you go through is valid, and you are not alone. And I hope that for the people who maybe don't deal with mental illness as much, or they do not have other people in their lives that deal with that, or maybe they do, but they don't fully understand what it's like to go through having mental illness being a very critical part that we have to deal with in our daily lives. I hope this film opens up that gateway a little bit and opens some people's eyes in regards to empathy of, oh, I see a different perspective now than I did before. And again, brings more empathy to the way that they perceive people, and especially with all of the stereotypes and stigmas that come with having mental illness, and kind of, I hope, breaking some of those barriers and allowing conversations to flow and open up between people about How do we deal with mental health and mental illness? And what does that look like in today's world? So again, thank you so much to everyone who's been following along, and for everyone who is maybe just finding out about this page. And I'd like to thank you all for considering donating to this short film and this project. If you would like to follow along, you can follow us more at our Instagram page, intruder_shortfilm. And if you are unable to donate, we would still love and appreciate just helping spread the message and spread the word about this film, and exposing it more to people who might enjoy this film and get something from it, whether it's anything personal or getting to see new films and supporting upcoming young artists and filmmakers. So thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for considering donating to this campaign. And without further ado, please enjoy the trailer for Intruder.